Okay, I'm going to talk about my seat right off. It's a CorbinSeat. The 2020 and newer models have two separate seats, both on the F3 and the RTs. I'm not sure quite how they put together the RT seat because the front seat has to be lifted up to put gas in, so you'd have to check with them about that. But for the F3, basically, it's one seat. It's all one seat. The locking mechanism is no longer used in the ignition, and that's what the back looks like. It locks into place and hooks in the front. I have to get my little friend's steel cable back in place and put it down. It's locked. There's a key. In the side right there. That's how you lock it and unlock it. The leather is not carbon fiber, it's leather. It's just textured to look like carbon fiber. They have alligator and other textured to look like animal skins, but it's just textured leather. If you do get the real skin, be forewarned that it will harden and become a harder seat to sit on, and if they need to make any adjustments, it's going to be a pain. So stick with leather and vinyl. This part's vinyl, the sides are vinyl. The embroidery is extra. I paid $50 to have this extra in. The backrest is just a stock rest, stock that's been rewrapped. That was about $220. The seat, almost $800. You can get rider backrest put in here if you want. Their Corbin backrest for the trunk has probably got some more advanced shapes for passengers. But that's the CorbinSeat. You can choose whatever colors you want. They've got, their website has a full range of colors to choose from, and you can go through and choose see what it would look like. The key to buying a custom seat is go to the factory. Russell Day Long is in Redding, California. Corbin is in Hollister, California. Ultimate is in Florida. I'm not sure where Mustang is, but it's really best to go to the factory and have them make the seat to fit your shape. Buying a stock shaped seat, many people complain about the Corbin seats because they're harder. Well, it's for your back. Believe me, my back is in heaven when I'm sitting on this thing. So that's the seat. A lot of new technologies are always going to be changing and will continue to affect the way we live. Many things that were futuristic way back when are now a reality. We're surrounded by technology everywhere. Smart lights, smart appliances, smart locks, and you can even get an iPad with a refrigerator behind it if you want. If you don't keep up with it, it can be frustrating, and when you do get something new and can't figure it out, you're gonna really, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. That's the problem with new tech like what we have on the Spiders. There are many that come up with all kinds of excuses, like they find it has to be reset every time they use it. I haven't really found that to be a problem. They've gone to dealers, and even dealers can't figure it out. When it first came out, there were problems and issues. I'm pretty sure by now many dealers know how to figure it out. It's always easier to fall back on what you're familiar with. The problem is it won't be long before old tech won't work or won't be supported anymore. So it's to your advantage to familiarize yourself with new tech whenever you can. One of the quirks, I think, might be a confusion to when people are trying to pair their phone because they want music from the phone, is that the music section in the menu has BT audio. You've got FM, BT audio, and auxiliary. And they think it's possible that if they go into the music, go into BT audio, that the phone will just connect. So if you go here, go down to music, BT audio, people are going to think that that's how you pair the phone. It might be a confusion, as might be what's causing the frustration. So you have to go to settings and you go into the Bluetooth and you set up the phone and the helmet. Once that's paired, you never have to reset, you never have to go back and do it again every time you go for a ride. Then you can have your music playing. Now, right now the music just started up. If for some reason it doesn't start up, you just push the joystick up and it will start playing. If that doesn't work, push the joystick down and hold and it will pause. I know it wasn't playing, but somehow I've done this, it pauses it, and then when I push up, I get my music. If this doesn't work, then I've gone into the music and I've selected the BT audio. Then of course it just starts playing. It's quirky how it works, but on only twice that I have actually had to stop and go to the music and press the triangle to get it playing. Only twice. Most of the time I found the solution to get it playing is either pause it and then try playing it, or go into BT audio. And this is all being done while I'm rolling down the road. One of the features that I've experienced a lot lately is my iPhone will just lock. It's set to never lock, but sometimes it just locks on its own. A couple days ago, I was checking Facebook and the phone just turned off. And it's like, what? Why? And I experienced it going to some place. I'm almost there. I really need to know directions and my phone locks, which means I lose everything in the dash. It's like, no, not now. Don't do it now. What I've done in the way of research is the phones that just lock automatically, it's a quirk in the system. To solve it, I would have to restore the phone to completely brand new and then bring in the apps separately, and I should not restore from a backup because the problem will be in the backup from the cloud. So when I get a new phone, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down and download all the apps that I use all over again, brand new, and restore purchases, and hopefully the locking feature will stop doing it. So this is where I will show you this is Genius Maps, and the way I've always found easy to set up a route is to just zoom in and zoom out to where I think I want to go. I don't know the address to the gas station, so I just happen to know where it is. And that's where we meet with others to go on a ride. You can choose with Genius Maps, you can choose that route or other routes. If I decide I want to go a different way, I can, because I don't want to go through Stockton. You touch and hold, move the arrow there, and you've modified the route. With this one, you touch and hold, and
in 200 feet, turn left.
I've modified the route. I don't know the dog leg there, but that's how you modify the route with Genius Maps. Now, in a couple of days, if I go to start it, most likely this route will not be there. So in order to save it, you touch the two yellow lines and you swipe up. Then you can save it and do other things with the route. You can't really modify it other than you can touch if you want to go this way or that way. But you have to save it, and then when you, let's see, when you go into search, you look up my routes and you'll see the custom route listed. Genius won't remember it. Sidekick, on the other hand, will remember it. I mean, a month from now, it'll say, you still want to go here? And you can say, sure, or cancel the route. But I do the same thing. I go and find out the road. It's a bit more difficult to see the roads here, but that's where I want to go. And I can choose different routes again, just like Genius. But instead of moving the highlighted route, you just add a waypoint. So here, you touch it, add waypoint.
Traffic delay on your route has changed to 18 minutes.
Same thing again if I want to go. Let's see, which way is it telling me to go? Okay, there we go.
Traffic delay on your route has changed to 18 minutes.
This will remember the route. If I close it down now, a month from now, it will come up and ask me, are you still heading there, or do you want to cancel the route? But Genius will forget. For some reason, I've not been able to make it stay there, and so if I really want to use Genius, I either save the route or I do it a couple of days before I'm going to go on the ride so that I know it'll be there when I open it up in the dash. When it comes to using the system, I can turn this on. I can plug it in. I can turn the bike on. I can have the headset already on. Once I'm putting my gloves on, I'm getting out of the garage, I'm getting going. It's almost when I'm around the block a couple of areas that the phone will tell me, or the headset will tell me it's connected, and then I can actually play the music and get the apps there while I'm moving. You don't have to sit and wait for it to boot up and be ready. You can get going. So right now, it shows a volume, and I'm hearing music. I haven't had to do anything. I can hit the button on the back, and I've got my my apps that I can use. If you want, you can search I have times when I'm on a route and I feel I need gas sooner than expected. While I'm moving, I can actually go into points of interest, and I can choose gas station, and it'll come up with a list of local stations near where you are. The way I see it working is that if you've got a route highlighted and you choose this gas station, it will add it to the end of the route. I don't think I want to go to the end of the route. I want it locally nearby. But if you're going to, if you're locally somewhere 200 miles away, it will find local gas stations and it will add the gas station to your route. Same thing with Sygic. Push joystick in and hold, go down to Sygic. It will add you'd have to go to, you see the highlighted, it was highlighting the 3D, but now it's highlighting the magnifying glass. You always get the keyboard to come up if you're not going and if you're not moving. If you are moving, then it won't come up. You'll just have to be able to choose points of interest. You choose the gas station and it will add it to your route so that you can actually easily find gas on your trip. In this case, I like Chevron gas stations. Blah. But if I turn the bike off and I decide that I've got the headset off and I'm gonna turn the bike on once it's powered up, I'm gonna turn the bike on. I'm gonna wait for it to load all the system it has. Then I'm gonna plug the phone in. There's no set pattern to making the connections. You can do it before you've started the bike, after you've started the bike. There are times when I've gone somewhere and I'll unplug the bike, check something, and then plug it back in, and it'll come right back on. There's no set pattern where you have to turn this on first, you have to plug that in first to get it to work. So right now, you have to have the app open. I'm still waiting for BRP to come through with their promise of an update. They said early summer. Well, it's the middle of summer, and I don't know what summer they're going on, but I kind of have ideas of calling them again, but I think it's a waste of time. But see, the bike is on, and then I can plug this in, and it will go dark on me. See that? The phone's gone dark. My music, I push the joystick up, and my headset's not on. There are many times when I forget to put the headset on, but the music is playing. Hit the button on the back and I've got my apps. As I mentioned, there are times when I stop somewhere and I need to check something because I actually like playing a game. It gets me out of the house. So there's all kinds of things to go find, and there are what are called virtuals as well as physicals. So if I'm near a virtual, I can stop, unplug the phone, get one, and then plug the phone back in, and it'll come back on. There's no set procedure on how to get it to work. It's there.